was a lot of times in my life when I didn't talk about my problems, you know, and I just snapped.
Tackling his temper. Former Cass Tech football star J-Rue Campbell says he's found a way to keep it in check with a new game plan for success. He's making a comeback from a dramatic fall that played out in the headlines. J-Rue says he's on the right path now and knows how to cope with the anger that once put his future in jeopardy.
It's the body slam that sent J-Rue Campbell's high school football career at Cass Tech into a death spiral. His dream to play at Michigan State erased. Then, when this surveillance footage of an altercation with his girlfriend came to light, J-Rue ended up behind bars. All bets against him.
I was lost, you know. I used to take my anger and frustrations out on different things. I was just living wrong, you know.
J-Rue grew up dodging bullets, gangs, and drug dealers, and survived in a home shattered by domestic violence.
Growing up, my dad did 7 years in prison from when I was 3 till I was 10.
When his dad returned from prison, their relationship went from loving to violent.
Him cussing me out and, you know, just putting his hands on me, stuff like that.
J-Rue bottled that anger, but it never stopped simmering. At home, in school, or on the football field, as you can see from this footage of him from YouTube.
It was a lot of times in my life when I didn't talk about my problems, you know, and I just snap, or it'll build up and it'll just come out, you know.
That anger is so disruptive, a stint in jail, along with therapy and anger management classes, may have saved his life.
What did you learn from your experience in jail?
Patience. I think patience is #1.
Once free, J-Rue found himself out of high school with too much time on his hands. Fortunately, his mom delivered some tough love.
It all just started with God, like, because when I tell you, and I was driving her crazy, she ended up kicking me out the house, like, you can't stay here no more.
Then fellow teammates from Cass mentioned a coach from Garden City Community College in Kansas City. Jeff Sims, who also had little contact with his own dad growing up, was willing to give J-Rue a second chance at life and redemption on the football field.
When that coach called me, he told me he'd give me my high school diploma, and I could start college courses just like that, and I don't got to worry about nothing. Basically, all he told me to do was come down there.
As part of his probation, J-Rue had to take domestic violence classes. At 18, he was in a class with men, ages 35 and older.
Just being in that class and hearing them talk about their situations as far as them and their wife, you know, that helped a lot, too. And like I said, it just opened my eyes, too.
In Kansas City, J-Rue was put through hard knocks on the field and in the classroom, and it paid off. Their team went 11-0 this year and finished first among all junior colleges in the nation. And in May, he'll graduate with his associate's degree.
Tell me what you learned from your coach at Garden City.
I just learned that if you take care of what's in front of you at that moment, you know, the next thing gonna be easier.
And while he still has dreams of one day playing in the NFL, he has a more important message when young men like him face their darkest days.
You can always turn it around. You can always turn it around. Tomorrow is a new beginning. I learned that from my coach.
And we're so glad to see it. J-Rue and his father have made up, and he's now a positive force in his life. And J-Rue has visited several Division I colleges that he's now considering attending. He'll make his decision in the coming months, but we are so proud of him. Steve?
Great to see him getting back together again. All right, thank you.